Alright folks, so your assignment for the Legos is, if you look down here, it says draw 2 Lego pieces. You have dimensions of like what a Lego size is, and this is not every single thing. Like, it doesn't tell you what the corner should be rounded at and stuff like that, but it gives you enough stuff, and I want you to draw it. So I'm going to draw this yellow one for you guys here, and let's see here. We're going to create a document. I'm going to call it Tall Lego. And when you're all done, you're going to be submitting me the screenshots of your stuff. So this has all the dimensions we need. You might have to look at this one for some of the information here. For example, like how wide is this circle? Like, what's the diameter of that circle? How tall is that circle? So how far is it extruded upwards? Stuff like that. You might need to kind of glance at both to get some of these informations. But the first thing I'm going to do is draw the body. So if you look how wide this is, it's 7.8 millimeters. So the first thing I need to do is switch over to my workspace units and make sure that they're in millimeters. See, I'm in inches right now by standard, so I'm going to go millimeters. And now I'm in millimeters. Now I can sketch, click this surface here on the bottom, and rotate around towards it. And let's draw that square that we saw. And please note that it is a square, and it is 7.8 millimeters. Let's zoom in again. I was making that last square pretty big. By 7.8 millimeters. If I made a mistake, I'll go back. Let's just double check. 7.8 millimeters this way, which it's a square, so 7.8 millimeters this way as well. Now let's extrude it up. How tall? 9.6 it says. So let's extrude it upward by 9.6. Right here it says depth, so we'll just say 9.8 millimeters. Push enter and check mark, green check mark, and there we go. Now we need a circle up here, so let's go sketch, and let's click here, and so we have a sketch, and let's rotate around towards it, and we're going to draw a circle up there. And how big is that circle going to be? It's going to be 4.8 millimeters. So let's go back, and let's go to the dimension tool, and let's click the outside of the circle and say 4.8 millimeters. Whoops, 4.8 millimeters. Now this is not in the center. Notice it's not exactly in the center. And we want it exactly in the center. So we're going to click the center of the circle to a side and say that this distance should be 7.8 divided by 2. Why did I do that? Well, this whole thing is 7.8. So the center of the circle should be half of that. So I put 7.8 divided by 2. Same thing with the other way. So this is the left and right side. Let's do the up and down. So we can go from here to the top or to the bottom, it doesn't matter which. And let's go over here to the side, and we'll say 7.8 divided by 2. And that will get us right in the center of that circle. And notice it's all black here now. That means it's fully constrained. We can't. That means there's nothing else we can do. So let's click check mark, and we're going to extrude this thing upward. But how far? Here it is. 1.7 millimeters high. No, it's not too high. So let's go to extrude. Click here. And it's obviously not that high. That's a tall Lego piece. That's really going to interconnect. So we're going 1.7. Was it 1.7 millimeters, I think? There we go. Yeah, 1.7 millimeters. So we're done. I extruded to 1.7 millimeters. And I have the height. I have the dimensions this way correct. I have the circle the right size, and in the middle I have the correct height. I just need to write the Lego sign on it. So let's go to sketch, click that top circle. Let's rotate around towards it. And let's just get some text, and let's just kind of drag it in here. And we're going to put Lego. And we're going to italicize it right here with the italicize Lego. And if you can find Open Sans, I think I thought this one looked more like a Lego. Yeah, I think that's the one I used last time. And then I'm going to go ahead and push check mark. If it seems too big, we can mess with it, but we can grab it from the edge and move it around a little bit. Also, if you want to resize it smaller, what you would want to do is click the dimensioning tool and say 4.2 is too much. I want 4, you know, and then it'll go smaller. And then you can go ahead and move this around. If you want to try to put it exactly in the center, you can do a little bit of math as well. Or you could just eyeball it for now, because it doesn't tell you where to put it. I'm assuming it's right in the center there. And we're done, right? Except let's extrude that a little bit. So let's extrude, and I'm going to go ahead and click on all of it. And we're not going to go in, we're going to remove. I think it should be removed, and I'm going to just a tiny bit, like 0.01 millimeters, you know, like almost nothing. Just enough to put a little name on there. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, in real life, these are empty, so you can interlock the other ones. If you want, we could just shell it. This doesn't say that on the drawing, but we can just click shell. And then, oh, we should have done that before this right here. So I'm going to go like this. Let's see if I can I disable this? Extrude? You know what, I'm going to delete this. Delete. Wait, no. Delete. Delete. Hold on. I'm deleting this extrusion when we did those letters. It's having trouble extruding right now, that's why. I mean, sorry, shelling. So I'm going to click shell. And then, there we go. Let's click that. And then, let's go 0.5 millimeters. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. So I got 0.5. That's not the perfect inside of a Lego. Now we can go back and extrude that one right here. You know, the Lego right here. So let's go to extrude. Click all of it. And we're going to go to remove. And just remove a very tiny amount. Like 0.1 millimeters should do it. And there we go. And now we have everything perfect. And there's our little Lego piece.